Recording.
So I'd done a video where I was just exploring that a perfect tetrahedron with its center aligned exactly with the center of a perfect spherical Earth. Go back home. Rotate, place, space on Y. So I have the tetrahedron and the Earth perfectly centered, so there's a tip in Antarctica, and I'm just rotating it now. But when you stop the rotation so the tip is in Yucatan, then there'll be, oops, go back home. Well, then delete play space.
Now 4.
Add play space. Well, what I was getting at is there's this unique alignment of this perfect tetrahedron, and I was just, it stuck in my mind about this, and I was exploring it in different ways. So I was getting better models of the Earth and exploring it, and then I did this, and this really captured my attention. Just how the Earth, right, is spherical, and the United States then would be definitely having this curvature. It would have to. And having sailed all over the world, literally, I just recall there's no spot where you have ocean that's like this. This picture here where I'm able to take planes and put it over the Earth. Add play space.
Now 5.
Draw a white box. Swap play spaces. Rotate play space 35 on X. Rotate play space minus 35 on X. Rotate play space minus 35 on X. Swap play spaces. I was just kind of playing around with this. Oops. And it just, my mind couldn't wrap around it, especially when I read articles about how Kansas is flat as a pancake. So someone, it doesn't matter where you stand, you're like on the tip, the peak of wherever you're at. Now, there may be some difference, but in the grander scale, based on your elevation, there may be some difference, but on the grander scale, it's minuscule compared to the, not just the circumference really, but the diameter of this sphere. But the more I study this, the more my mind just went haywire. The visuals just don't match up. Add play space.
Now 6.
Bring to me. Draw moon. So I also created a moon here that is 0.27. So it's 27% the size of the Earth. I was using NASA's official figures to perfectly recreate it. And the moon is also, it's obviously not this close according to NASA. It's 234,000 miles away, which is roughly 30 Earths. If you put them side by side, 30 Earths, then you would have the moon at the end of the 30th Earth. Because the Earth, according to NASA, is, I think, 8,192 miles in diameter. And the moon is 27% of that. But my mind just simply cannot wrap around how the United States would need to be curved. It would need to be curved, and it's simply not curved. And then I ended up on the internet, and I came across some really interesting videos on flat Earth, and I spent hours and hours listening and going over and hearing both sides of it. And it's very interesting. What I can say is I realized someone is lying. Someone is lying in a big way when they say this is the Earth. This is not the Earth. It is not. Hey, Cortana, stop recording.